YNW Melly just beat the case. Not the murder case. Not the murder case. I know you were thinking about the murder case, but he just beat the witness tampering case, which is still a win for this crazy It the Clown looking motherfucker. Okay? Now, you better get your thunky. You better get your grabber leaf. You better roll that up and put some fire on the end of it and because it's going to be a good one, man. You're going to want to be high for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Kathy Rousson would break the news on Twitter stating YNW Melly's witness tampering trial was set to begin today with jury selection. The state dropped the charges. These charges stemmed around allegations that Melly, through other inmates, convinced girlfriend Mariah not to cooperate in the murder trial. Reminder, the retrial on the double murder charges is set for next year.
Damn.
What?
Next year? This man has been locked up for I don't know how long. Now, the only reason I say this is a somewhat of a win for Melly is because if he would have had to go on trial for witness tampering, and if he would have got found guilty, then that would have pretty much sealed his fate in getting found guilty for the murder case. You see what I'm saying? Because witness tampering and murder, like you get found guilty for witness tampering before your murder case, and the witness tampering was on your murder case. It's kind of starting to sound like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to look guilty type shit.
Do y'all know how big of a fucking victory this is, right? Because understand this with Florida law. Any crime punishable by life, death, etc. Anything you do to fuck that case up is also punishable by whatever the punishment is for the original crime.
Right. So he could have got life, he could have got 20, 30 years just for witness tampering and then had to go do the murder trial. You know what I'm saying?
Witness tampering in a punishable by life or death case, witness tampering is now punishable by life or death.
Right.
This right here,
they could have killed that nigga.
Was their backup plan.
Yeah.
To put Melly in prison for life or in an execution chamber. This right here was what the fuck they were trying to use if they couldn't bag him on the murder. Right. And the thing is, it's almost like they doubled the odds because it's like, boom, we're gonna hit him with witness tampering, right? And if we can smoke him on that, right, and smoke him on the murder, that's a double life sentence. Right. They really tried to double that shit up. Now let's break down the paperwork just so y'all can see exactly what the accusations were.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. That's not necessarily. It might sound like a win. See, one thing for me is I'm not cheering for no murderer to get out of jail. I don't give a damn what songs he made. He could be the fucking president. I don't care who he is. You feel me? If you killed the nigga and you on jail, you on trial for murder, I hope you get life in that motherfucker. I'm not sitting on the sideline rooting for no nigga to get out of jail who killed somebody. You feel me? Do your homework on that. But I don't think it might seem like a win now, but hold on, y'all. This is my clothing brand. I need y'all to go support your boy, okay? And supporting your boy with some pretty cheap clothing, all right? And you're going to be fly and fresh as hell, man, all right? Link in the description. Theari.us. Go shop. The state could have easily said, we're going to drop them charges, man. We're going to drop them charges. We probably can't prove that shit. But you see all this evidence, this new evidence and all this shit we just got for the murder? Yeah, we finna hold on to that. For that witness tampering trial, we ain't even got time for that. Let's just lock in on this to get the nigga up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, with all the evidence they got against this nigga, he did it, folks. In my opinion, it seemed like he did it, gang. So, if you didn't do it, you wouldn't have lied and said that somebody did a drive-by when they did. You wouldn't have lied and said, all these lies wouldn't have came out to be lies if you didn't do nothing to your homies. So, if you ask me, he did it. So, lock his ass up.
This is the Broward County Criminal Clerk website, and as you can see, in 2023, he was charged with tampering, which is a felony, life, or a capital punishment, directing the activities of a criminal gang, criminal sedition to commit murder, and conspiracy to tamper with a witness on a capital felony. Now let's go all the way down to the paperwork. Now, before I start this reading, let me just take a sip of the coffee.
Put the pinky up. Put the pinky. You're not putting up. Okay.
I want y'all to know I literally crawled out of bed. Fuck with y'all. On or about April 10th, 2023, continuing through and including July 22nd, 2023, Jamel Demons, along with others, did then and there unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward other person with the intent to cause or induce something. To withhold testimony. All right, this is just the BS thing. Where's the actual breakdown? Okay, this is important. We're just going to jump straight down to the bottom right over here. So Blank sent screenshots of an Instagram conversation to Detective Moretti showing that Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, while he was out on bond the first time, had engaged in some communication with Miss Blank. Now, Miss Blank told Bortland that if Blank told on Melly, he would be getting the death penalty, and that Melly hypothetically told her everything. Miss Blank continued on, stating she didn't tell them people what he told her, or there would never be any getting out for him, but since all y'all gunning for her and she's scared for her life. On April 10th, 2023, the first trial of Jamel Demons commenced before the Honorable John Murphy. The trial resulted in a hung jury and the case was rescheduled. Now I got this one zoomed in like crazy because there's phone numbers and I don't want to have to blur it out. I want to fire this content off as fast as I can to get it to y'all, right? Detective Garrett Steele was assigned to this investigation regarding witness tampering in September of 2023. Detective Danny Polo became involved in the criminal case regarding Jamel Demons in February of 2022 when contacted to review documentation to determine whether or not Demons was a criminal gang member. Separately, Detective Polo had previously conducted an investigation into James Howard under a different case number. James Howard is currently incarcerated at the Broward County Main Jail and has been in the custody of the Broward Sheriff since 2020. James Howard is currently being prosecuted by the Office of the Statewide Prosecutions for one count of conspiracy to commit racketeering. As part of the investigation, Danny Polo periodically monitored the jail calls of James Howard. Each inmate is assigned a particular number and PIN code to access the recorded and monitored jail phone system. Jamel Demons does not have phone privileges due to disciplinary actions while in custody. Detective Polo, while monitoring the calls of James Howard, heard discussions about Howard communicating with Mr. Demons and passing messages. These phone conversations then led to Detective Polo requesting the calls. So basically, Detective Polo is supposed to be like the gang fucking whatever, right? Like he's supposed to know who's who, what's what, this, that, right? And clearly he watches a lot of YouTube and shit, you know? So somebody that's in there for racketeering has to be in the same dorm as Melly. Was letting Melly either use the phone or was just passing messages allegedly for Melly. Right? And this is a normal fucking thing. I'm
that happens a lot.
Like if you can't get on the phone and someone else has minutes, you fucking do that. But because it's Melly and you know, Buddy's in there for racketeering, this other dude, the detective, wanted to further investigate. Now, the numbers that were being used would come back to a list of people. Like I said, I can't show the list because I don't want to have phone numbers on my YouTube channel. But it would come back to a list of people all relating to Melly. Now, inmate Terrence Mathis made more than 60 phone calls to Bortland between March and August of 23. Mathis is currently awaiting trial for first-degree murder. Mathis has been in the Broward County Sheriff's Office since 2018. Now, Melly has developed a sophisticated system to communicate with individuals outside of the Broward County Jail, including his co-defendant, Bortland. On the main jail camera, Unit 5C, Unit 2, August 21st, 2023, starting at 17:11 hours and ending at whatever the fuck, Melly is speaking to an inmate from his cell that was in the day.
His last name is Demons? Lock that nigga ass up, man. What the fuck is we doing, man? FBI, open up! That nigga name is Demon? His last name is Demons.
Room for his timeout. During the conversation, you can notice Melly motioned towards the adjacent unit. The inmate who he was speaking to then points towards the same unit to confirm what Melly was referring to. Melly tosses what appears to be a note/letter under his door. That inmate would grab what appeared to be the note. He would toss what appears to be the notes under the door that led into the other unit. Melly appears to be instructing the inmate to call for someone from the other unit, and the same inmate would pick up the note and is seen speaking to Melly about it. Melly instructs him to toss it back in the other unit. So For those not understanding what's going on,
I have no idea. That was some jail conversation.
It's
I don't
common
know.
to write kites, right?
Kites.
Like little notes, letters. What's up? Your boys are over there. What's good, bro? Yeah, I'm holding it down. Yo, send me some books. Send me some whatever. This is just like simple communication. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, before there was phones, what did everyone do? They wrote letters.
Right.
Well, that's how it is in there. Same shit. So what Detective Danny Polo decided to do was start a whole new investigation based off note passing and phone calls, right? Could have simply been asking for fucking soups. Could have simply been saying what's up to somebody, you know, because they cut off Melly's communication for a while. So this man started an entire investigation leading to a new trial just over this, right? And for some reason, he's just appointed as the gang master of Broward County. Polo's experience working investigations involving the introduction of contraband. The conversation was immediately identified as the subjects conspiring on how they would smuggle drugs in. Then these two gang detectives would conduct an interview with a gang member. The subject stated Melly was controlling and facilitating the introduction of drugs, laced paper into the jail. The subject also stated in the last 2 months he had personally purchased narcotics laced from Melly. The subject stated that the narcotics laced paper was being introduced to the jail in mail in the form of legal documents from attorneys. And then it's got blood gang background shit. So then again, it's gonna break down all these different hoods under the UBN. 9 Trey, 1-8 Trey, Gangsta Killer Bloods, Valentine Bloods, Bloodstone Villains, Sex Money Murder, Murderous Mad Dogs, Mad Stones, 5-9, Hit Squad, a whole bunch of shit. So the most prominent hoods are NTG, GKB, SWM. This is all like old shit and Googleable shit, you know? Like you don't have to be a fucking gang detective to fucking figure this out. And again, this is gonna be breaking down the hierarchy of the UBN, the Godfather, the whole lineup of the gang, the high, the low, the fifth, the third, the second, the first, the scraps. You know, they're trying to really make this a gang thing. That's what they were trying to do. And again, if you can take a crime and add on a gang to it, right? An extension to that crime is he's a fucking gang member.
Right.
The punishment is even worse. And that's what they were trying to do in the murder, right? It wasn't just a murder. It was a murder on behalf of a gang is what they were alleging. And because of that, they sought the death penalty. Damn. And you know who's pissed off right now? Detective Danny Polo. This guy, this white looking guy, even though apparently he's Cuban, this guy right here is pissed. This guy looks like one of the fucking Foo Fighters. This is the detective who started these investigations. This is the detective who brought in all these gang allegations. Right. This is the man who essentially started this whole witness tampering case. That cost Broward County how much money? Just to get thrown out the day before jury, or not even the day of jury selection? This is who costed y'all all that money with his gang expertise after the whole gang shit got thrown out of the case. And then the witness tampering case gets thrown out completely. This is who you can thank for spending all that money up. But hey, an extraordinary win for YNW Melly today. And I know all the fans are going to be happy and ecstatic about this one.
Why?
Unfortunately, he's still facing the trial of the murder.
Unfortunately, my ass. Listen, y'all got to stop with this weird ass, like disdain for like detectives and shit. Like, at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, at least the good ones. I know it's some weird ones that are just trying to lock anybody up for anything, but the good detectives out there are just trying to lock up people who are killing people, gang. So it's like, I don't know why it's so much excitement when y'all speak about, oh, it's a great win for YNW Melly. I know the fans are gonna be a stat. I don't understand that. I just don't get that. Like, why is there so much excitement that a killer has an opportunity to get out of jail? Because maybe the witness tampering is not true. But at this point, from everything that we know and all the evidence that's been, it seemed like he did that, bro. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, It seemed like the little boy crazy to the motherfucker. It seemed like he killed his homies. Whether he had a good reason or not, he still killed him. So it's like you kill somebody, you're gonna go to jail for it. The fuck? I don't want you to. I'm not gonna say free Melly or free Dirk. Y'all kill people. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you in jail for child support or some shit like that, yeah, I'll be like, free you, bro. Like, you feel me? But if you kill like Pooh Shiesty, I ain't never say Pooh Shiesty. Free Pooh Shiesty for what? Free him for what? This dumb motherfucker had millions of dollars, a superstar rapper, and you trying to rob niggas for Jordans in Miami in a McLaren.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to say free you? No, nigga, sit your dumb ass in jail. What the fuck?